Hey guys, it's Dallas. It's Tuesday, March 15th, 2016. I wanted to go over this with you guys because, man, I've been doing a lot more research on this, and the more I think about it, I don't think these assholes are human. I really don't. How is it that we're okay with getting sprayed with chemicals that has actually been proven to destroy our heart? It's actually destroying the soil. It's killing the butterflies. It's killing the bees. And that's just one part of it. Now I'm looking at what we're doing to our bodies, and I don't. I'm trying to think of the best way to say this without being disrespectful, but we're all becoming fat and stupid, and that goes for us skinny people as well. And when you really, if you can't go to a Walmart and just go sit on a parking bench and you tell me what's wrong. Maybe it's just me. It just seems like that these freaks that are running us, they're turning this planet into almost what they want it to be. This can't be human. And I wanted to go over this real quick. According to the American Heart Association, the maximum amount of added sugars you should eat in a day, men 150 calories per day, is 37.5 grams or 9 teaspoons. Women 100 calories per day, 25 grams or 6 teaspoons. So, my question is, Coca-Cola has 40 to 44 grams of sugar in one can. But yet we promote this to our children. Disney World is promoting this. And I just look at also when you realize how deep this rabbit hole goes, in the 70s, we didn't have this many health problems. Children 6 years old with type 2 diabetes, come on, that's unheard of. And we just choose to sit back and just not do anything as we're feeding and giving our children this processed sugar. Everyone thinks this is a damn joke, and everyone keeps saying, oh, Dallas, in moderation. Okay, moderation is not eating out 3 times a week. I just look up the definition of moderation. I'm so tired of hearing that as an excuse. The problem is everyone's been forced to eat this way, and we should be outraged because of what it's doing to our damn children. This is our future, and people say, why do you care, Dallas? You don't have kids. Well, the next generation is going to be the ones that are going to be waiting on us, and I don't want to say waiting on us, it's not the proper term, but are going to be there in front of us. They're going to be, we're going to be associating ourselves with them. Do you guys realize how deep this goes with this sugar? I don't know if some of y'all do, and I'm talking about processed sugar. I understand we need sugar, but you need sugar from natural sugars, from fruits and things like that, and honey, real honey. So, I wanted to go into this. This is from Natural News. This is an article, Sugar 8 times more addictive than cocaine. The $1 trillion industrial food system is the biggest drug dealer around, responsible for contributing to tens of millions of deaths every year and siphoning trillions of dollars from our global economy through the loss of human and natural capital. And this is an article that was done, this was done, May 17th, 2015. But my biggest thing is we got a lot of drug dealers locked up right now, some of them for the rest of their life. Why aren't these people getting arrested for killing us through marketing and things like that? I mean, when I want to go back to the skinny people being fat, this is actually from a documentary, Fed Up, which is a great documentary. I highly recommend watching that. But I wanted to read this, where it says here, thin on the outside, obese on the inside, is a relatively new discovery about how fat operates in the body, because all too often doctors and civilians alike attach thinness to wellness. This is one of the reasons the food industry has been effective in the defense of the Western diet. By simply shoving a thin person into the conversation, food companies are able to place blame on those who struggle with their weight and avoid discussing how foods are made. but that's about to come to an end. New technology is emerging to help us understand why exactly kids are now battling adult disease and illness, regardless of weight. The DXA, a revolutionary body composition machine, is showing us new ways to understand fat in the body, and it's proving something astonishing. Everyone is dying, well, most of us are, and if you're not fat on the outside, you're probably depressed, riddled in hives, or are on the way to a heart attack. Or if you, like me, a stroke. Wait, what? Yes. And furthermore, sugar is the underlying cause. I don't understand what they're talking about there, but down here during the 1970s, when the war on fat began, food companies started cutting fat from foods and replacing it with sugar. The more fat removed, the more sugar added. When you buy less fat, low fat, or zero fat, you can assume you're eating double, triple, or quadruple doses of sugar added for taste. What's worse, food labeling is manipulated to trick you, so you have no idea how much sugar you're actually consuming. And it's hiding healthy food too. Low-fat yogurt, instant oatmeal, zero-fat creamers, heart-healthy breakfast cereals, and even vegan meal options. If you read a label and find words that end in OSE, it's a synonym for sugar, and quite frankly, it will kill you, but first makes you a demented... we won't get into that, and demented, you can look that up if you want. The brain is highly susceptible to the food you eat, and the consumption of excess sugar spikes your neurotransmitter dopamine and stimulates craving just like heroin would, while decaying your liver taxes your adrenaline glands and sets you up for that stroke I mentioned earlier. And remember, this is true even if you're thin. Sugar is more addictive than cocaine, but unlike cocaine, sugar is in almost every food pimped to the American public through commercial advertisements, print media, and even in school lunches. Fast food companies cut deals with middle and high schools across the country, and activates the reward center of the brain exactly like a drug would. This yields a dependent, depressed, tired society beginning with children. Excuse me. So, that's what pisses me off, man. These, and go back to the 70s, okay? In the 70s, there was only, let's look this up real quick. Some people have heard of this. Some people may not. I'm just going to type in, let's see. Here we go. 6 companies. Come on. Sorry, internet's slow. Okay, this is what I wanted to show you guys. Keep in mind the 70s, okay? Wait, here we go. 1983. In 1983, 90% of American media was owned by 50 companies, okay? Now, in 2011, that same 90% is owned and controlled by 6 companies. That's the media. Now check this out. These are the 6 companies that own the media that you guys watch right here. GE, News Corp, Disney, Viacom, Time Warner, and CBS, okay? Says right here, 232 media executives control the information diet of 277 million Americans. Keep in mind, I think there's 320 million Americans now. So, what I'm getting at, why do you think, and this is why I don't think these people are human, we're watching this mainstream media ran by these 6 companies that are telling us to go out to eat at McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Arby's, Taco Bell, all these fast food restaurants, and then when you go even to the grocery store, you got the candy at every checkout line. Everything is filled with processed food. They are getting you all hooked on this processed food to get you addicted to it. It just said up there that it's 8 times more addicting than cocaine. I'm a recovering cocaine addict. So if you put a line of cocaine in front of me when I'm trying to quit, I'm not going to quit. That's the same thing that's happening here. Same with when you get a bunch of drug addicts in one room together doing drugs. They're not all going to sit around talking about getting off the drugs. They're going to try to figure out how to get more drugs. And that's what's happening in America, is we're all getting used to seeing it around each other, so we just think it's okay. But yet, you just look around. Everyone is becoming stupid and fat. And yes, skinny people are becoming stupid and fat as well. You can call me an ortho. That's what I'm called because I eat healthy. But I just wanted to show this to you also. This is from a